Dark psychology involves manipulative techniques that are based on the principles of psychology, designed for a specific purpose. These methods are often used in everyday life. The tricky part is that it's very hard to recognize them, especially when they are being used against you. Sometimes, you meet a stranger who seems very genuine and honest. Their words resonate deeply with you, making you believe they are a good person. You trust them, follow their advice, only to later realize you've fallen into one of dark psychology's traps. These methods have nothing to do with supernatural powers or rituals. They are purely based on psychology and logical reasoning. The problem is, not everyone can easily identify these strategies because very few people make decisions purely on logic. Most people rely on emotions, and that's exactly where manipulators strike. The more emotional a person is, the more likely they are to make impulsive decisions that feel good at the moment, even if they are wrong. But if you pause, think critically, and analyze before deciding, you can often spot the hidden intentions of the person trying to manipulate you. When dealing with someone who uses dark psychology, the most important thing is to uncover their true intentions. The sooner you figure out what they're really after, the easier it becomes to recognize which manipulation tactic they are using. Here are 4 dangerous dark psychology tactics commonly used in relationships that you must watch out for. 1. Love bombing. Love bombing is a deceitful technique often used by narcissists and abusers. It's heavily based on dark psychological tricks, and it's most often seen in romantic or close relationships. In this tactic, the manipulator showers the target with excessive love, attention, and compliments. This makes the victim feel like the luckiest person in the world, deeply loved and cherished. The real goal, however, is to make the target dependent on the manipulator. People who fall into love bombing don't analyze the situation deeply. They simply enjoy the affection, unaware that it's a trap. In abusive relationships, manipulators may even push their partners to cut ties with friends, because friends are more likely to see through the deceit. The victim, blinded by affection, trusts the manipulator completely, doing whatever they say, believing it's the right thing. 2. Emotional manipulation. This technique works by forcing someone to act against their better judgment by targeting their emotions. The manipulator may use lies, exaggeration, guilt, fear, or shame to control the other person. For example, pretending to be a victim to gain sympathy, exaggerating or twisting a situation to make the other person scared, using emotional blackmail, where the victim is made to feel like they have no choice but to comply. This kind of manipulation is hard to detect, but once you notice the signs, you can protect yourself. 3. Ghosting. Ghosting has become very common in today's relationships. It reveals a manipulative pattern. People often move away from those who give them too much love or attention, while chasing those who avoid them. Manipulators combine ghosting with love bombing. First, they overwhelm the victim with attention and affection, creating dependency. Then, suddenly, they withdraw and disappear. This sudden change leaves the victim obsessed, overthinking, and desperately trying to win the manipulator back. The stronger the love bombing, the more painful and effective the ghosting becomes. In many cases, victims even doubt their own thinking, blaming themselves, and trying harder to please the manipulator. 4. Withdrawal. Here, withdrawal means emotional detachment. While emotionally detaching yourself from a manipulator is a smart defense, it becomes dangerous when the manipulator uses it against you. In any relationship, mutual care and attention are expected. But when the manipulator suddenly becomes cold, distant, and unresponsive, without any clear reason, the victim starts to blame themselves. They overthink, feel guilty, and believe they did something wrong, even if they didn't. Love bombing, ghosting, and withdrawal often come together as steps to exploit and control a person. Narcissists, psychopaths, and sociopaths use these tactics skillfully, often appearing charming and cool, while secretly making life miserable for others. Dark psychology is a powerful tool. If you are not cautious, it allows others to control your emotions and decisions. By learning about these manipulative tactics, you can protect yourself and make better choices based on logic rather than emotion. But remember, don't assume every person is manipulating you. The purpose of this knowledge is to help you recognize red flags in relationships, protect yourself from negative effects, and maintain emotional strength. So, what do you think? Have you ever been a victim of these dark psychology tricks in a relationship?